I got this house I want to get. I got this other house for my assistants and, you know, all my runners and my producers and stuff. So we bought a house after that, and we just started going crazy with the money. I wasn't paying attention to it.
You put this picture up of you opening your fridge and just finding money inside. You put up this picture. These are yours of your coffee table, which is made of money.
My accountant was like, dude, you're like out of money. And I was like, no.
Well, I mean, I think that depends on, you know, how the next few weeks and months unfold, right? I mean, if he has to, you know, go through and pay anything, the money's going to have to come from somewhere. If he's got stakes in these companies, he may have to try to sell some assets. I think it's going to come down to what everybody decides those stakes are worth and whether or not he's able to sell them.
You say you was broke. You had like $0 broke?
I like had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
What's the most you ever had in the bank at one time?
40 million.
How much is the most you saw like in your account? You're like, what the f?
The most I saw in my account?
Yeah, just
22.
in, huh?
22.
Like 22, like 2.22 million.
Yeah.
What if I told you that 3 of the biggest names in hip-hop went from millionaire mansions to near zero bank balances? This isn't fiction, it's the shocking reality of Fetty Wap, T-Pain, and 50 Cent. How did they lose it all? Stick around because these stories will blow your mind. It started with a dream, a chart-topping hit, and millions flowing into his bank account.
Like, I had a plan on how this shit was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was supposed to be Monty's record. That was Monty's breakthrough record. Like, he was supposed to, boom, all right, Fetty Wap goes on tour, Monty goes on tour. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be Fetty Wap and then Monty on the tour with Fetty Wap. The most superstar thing I've done, I spent a lot of money. I can say that. On this particular trip, I was like 8 million.
On one trip?
Yeah. Well, we go to the hotel, call my man like, yo, I need a house right now.
Right.
He's like, you wanna rent it? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna buy it.
But no one could imagine that Fetty Wap's success would turn into a financial disaster. Fetty Wap's 2015 breakout single, Trap Queen, didn't just put him on the map. It launched him into a life of unimaginable wealth. At his peak, he was raking in $100,000 a day and had over $22 million in his bank account. But here's where things took a dark turn. Fetty's spending habits were out of control. He owned multiple apartments in cities like Miami and Los Angeles, spent $150,000 a month on bills, and splurged $40,000 on jeans in one shopping spree. His generosity was just as extravagant, buying matching designer outfits and cars for friends and family. The ultimate blow, an $8 million family trip that involved buying a mansion just for the vacation. Fetty's financial choices went unchecked by those around him. His advisors and managers allowed him to live a lifestyle of extreme opulence without questioning it. This culture of excess made it impossible for him to recognize how unsustainable his spending was. Even when his income began to dwindle, Fetty continued to live as if the money would never run out. To make matters worse, his legal troubles mounted. Fetty faced lawsuits over song rights, disputes with former collaborators, and ultimately, a drug trafficking arrest in 2021. The charges revealed a darker side to his attempts to maintain wealth. Authorities reported that he was part of a ring distributing over 100 kilograms of controlled substances. The arrest led to a 6-year prison sentence. Fetty's downfall wasn't just about spending, it was also about the people around him. Many of his advisors were yes men, who enabled his habits rather than guiding him responsibly. By the time he realized the extent of his financial problems, it was too late. The lack of proper financial oversight and the pressure to maintain an image of success pushed him further into bad decisions. Fetty's extravagant purchases weren't just for himself, he felt a responsibility to take care of everyone around him, often buying cars and houses for family members and friends. While his intentions were noble, the sheer scale of his generosity was unsustainable. This pattern of overgiving further depleted his resources. One of Fetty's most publicized mistakes was his habit of flexing wealth to prove detractors wrong. When fans speculated about him going broke, he would go live on Instagram to flaunt expensive purchases, which only worsened his financial state. This cycle of spending to save face became a dangerous trap. Despite his downfall, Fetty's influence on hip-hop remains undeniable. His unique sound and ability to blend melodic hooks with rap opened doors for a new wave of artists. Even from behind bars, his fans continue to stream his music, ensuring his legacy lives on. As Fetty sits in prison, he's been vocal about reflecting on his life and career. He's expressed a desire to mentor younger artists to avoid the pitfalls he fell into. Fans hope that this introspection will lead to a stronger comeback once his sentence is complete. His story is a reminder of how quickly fame and fortune can slip away when financial discipline is absent, but it also carries a message of hope that with the right mindset and changes, even the most broken situations can be turned around.
Everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's just money all the time. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen. Your family's not gonna come after you. Just rap, and it's just girls and swimming pools after this. I bought my Bugatti.
You bought it for $2.1 million.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
Yeah. I actually sold a lot of my cars. A lot of my car collection was comprised of old school cars. So it was it was just like, I had 36 cars.
He revolutionized hip-hop with autotune, created some of the biggest hits of the 2000s, and earned over $40 million. But what happens when you trust the wrong people and stop checking your own bank balance? T-Pain's journey to the top was legendary. Songs like Buy You a Drink and Bartender made him a household name, but his meteoric rise was matched by his reckless spending. He bought over 36 luxury cars, including a $1.2 million Bugatti that he later sold for just $800,000 after it broke down. Mansions, $400,000 chains, and houses for his entourage drained his wealth at an alarming rate. The shocker? T-Pain admitted he never once checked his own bank account, trusting his manager and accountants entirely. When he finally did, he realized he was broke. By 2011, T-Pain had to borrow money just to buy his kids Burger King. Despite losing it all, T-Pain's resilience is noteworthy. He's now focused on rebuilding his career and investing wisely, proving that even the deepest financial hole isn't impossible to climb out of. What makes T-Pain's story even more shocking is the sheer number of red flags he ignored. He let his manager invest in real estate properties that turned out to be disasters, dump houses that couldn't be sold for profit. His team also hid his dwindling finances from him, fearing he would stop making music if he learned the truth. This lack of transparency made the fall even harder when reality hit. In one particularly painful moment, T-Pain discovered he had lost most of the money from his biggest hit, Buy You a Drink. The song's references to other artists' work resulted in massive royalty payouts to those artists, leaving T-Pain with almost nothing. It was a bitter pill to swallow for someone who had created such a cultural phenomenon. Beyond his financial struggles, T-Pain also faced criticism for his heavy use of auto-tune. While it defined his sound, many believed it overshadowed his genuine talent. In recent years, however, he's silenced those critics by performing stunning acoustic covers that showcase his raw vocal ability. T-Pain's struggles weren't limited to his personal finances. The music industry itself shifted during his peak, with streaming services altering how royalties were paid. This meant that even his hits brought in less revenue over time, further compounding his financial issues. His openness about hitting rock bottom has earned him respect from fans and fellow artists. T-Pain has used his platform to share valuable lessons about money management and the dangers of blind trust. His vulnerability has transformed him into a relatable figure for many. T-Pain's comeback isn't just about music. He's become a Twitch sensation, streaming games and connecting with fans in a more personal way. He's also ventured into podcasting, offering a glimpse into his life and lessons learned. His efforts to diversify his income show a maturity that wasn't present during his peak. By 2023, T-Pain announced a new album and tour, reigniting his career while staying financially cautious. His story is one of redemption and reinvention, proving that even when you hit rock bottom, there's a way to rise again.
Which is just cash coming out of your pants. So why were you doing that?
My audience doesn't understand the difference between chapter 11 and chapter 7.
Yeah.
When you file chapter 11, you just really reorganize.
Is 50 Cent poor?
Cash poor, maybe.
Okay, so when he says, I have to file for bankruptcy, we write this invasion of privacy lawsuit, a jury comes and says, nope, you gotta pay $5 million because you made public a woman's private sex tape.
Because you started posting all these pictures of you that seem to indicate that you have a ton of money. You put up this picture right here of you eating a money sandwich.
Yeah. The name 50 Cent once meant power, wealth, and influence. But even after earning over $300 million in just 2 years, he faced bankruptcy. How did this happen to one of hip-hop's most iconic figures? 50 Cent's story is a roller coaster. He didn't just make millions from music, he also cashed in $100 million from vitamin water and another $78 million from a luxury underwear deal. Yet, in 2015, he shocked the world by filing for bankruptcy, citing over $32 million in debts. Lawsuits were his downfall. He lost $7 million for leaking a sex tape and another $17 million in a failed headphone deal. Meanwhile, his lavish lifestyle didn't help. 50 was spending $108,000 a month on maintaining his 18-bedroom mansion alone. Despite trolling the world with Instagram posts of himself spelling broke in $100 bills, he paid off $23 million in just 2 years. Today, 50 Cent is back on top with a net worth of $40 million, proving he's not just a survivor but a master of reinvention. What sets 50 Cent apart is his strategic use of bankruptcy. While most saw it as a sign of failure, 50 used it to restructure his finances and protect his remaining assets. He negotiated settlements with creditors and focused on rebuilding his empire. This move allowed him to bounce back faster than anyone expected. Behind the scenes, 50 Cent was also grappling with the fallout from his ventures in boxing and film production. Both businesses struggled during the global financial crisis, leading to significant losses. However, his resilience and knack for business shone through as he pivoted to new opportunities. In recent years, 50 has shifted his focus to television production. His hit series Power and its spin-offs have solidified his status as a major player in Hollywood. These projects not only revived his career, but also diversified his income streams, ensuring he's no longer reliant on music alone. Beyond his business ventures, 50 Cent has taken steps to improve his public image. He's engaged in philanthropy, supporting underprivileged communities, and providing scholarships. His journey from a debt-ridden celebrity to a Hollywood mogul is a testament to resilience and reinvention. 50 Cent's ability to learn from his mistakes and adapt to new challenges is a key reason for his continued success. His story serves as an example that even the most publicized failures can lead to new opportunities if approached strategically. Today, 50 Cent continues to expand his empire, from launching successful liquor brands to signing lucrative deals in the entertainment industry. His relentless drive and business acumen have made him one of the most admired figures in hip-hop and beyond. His journey highlights the importance of adaptability in the face of adversity. While his setbacks were public and painful, his determination to rebuild and thrive is a testament to his character. For 50 Cent, failure wasn't the end, it was just the beginning of a new chapter. From reckless spending to lawsuits and prison sentences, the stories of Fetty Wap, T-Pain, and 50 Cent remind us that even the biggest fortunes can disappear in the blink of an eye. But they also show that with resilience and smart decisions, it's possible to bounce back. Which story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of music and fame.